Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wow Wednesday. I am your host, Nancy Matthews, and I am one of the founders of Women's Prosperity Network, along with my two sisters, Trish Carr and Susan Winner. And when I say sisters, we are really sisters. Grew up in the same family in Brooklyn, New York, same mother and father, and we are blessed and grateful to work together, to play together, and to be in community with all of our sisters and brothers right here. So welcome to Wow Wednesday. Today we're going to be having a conversation with Dr. Rhonda Farrell, and we're going to be talking about awakening to your purpose. Like, when I say those words, it feels so good. And many of you, I know, have awakened to your purpose, but I also see that living your purpose is a continuous unfoldment. So I'm excited about the conversation we'll be sharing today. Before I bring on Dr. Rhonda, I want to share a couple of quick updates in the Women's Prosperity Network community. And the biggest thing that's happening this week is our legendary 2-day Level Up Mastermind and Workshop. And you may be saying legendary. Why is it legendary? Well, it's legendary because what we do is guide you through a 7-step process to set yourself up for success in 2023. So it's a real beautiful dovetail from the conversation we're having with Dr. Rhonda today to awaken to your purpose. Then you come to Level Up on Friday and Saturday online. And we're going to take you through a process of really building out an inspired action plan so you can have greater impact and greater income, and doing it within this awesome community of the members and the new additions to Women's Prosperity Network. So grab your ticket. You can get all the information for Level Up at womensprosperityNetwork.com. Just go to the events calendar and it'll take you to the link where you can get your ticket. And I promise you'll be happy that you joined us. So change your plans, make it happen, get to Level Up, and make sure that 2023 delivers you what you desire and deserve in the year to come and in the years to come. So let's go ahead and bring on our guest today, Dr. Rhonda Farrell. And I am so grateful that you're here. How are you this morning?
I am so glad to be here with you all. WPN is a phenomenal platform and a network for women entrepreneurs and leaders around the globe. And I'm so very grateful to be a part of all the wonderful things that you all are bringing to the world.
Yep, it is our pleasure and our purpose. And Dr. Rhonda, I don't even know how we met. How did you find out about Women's Prosperity Network?
I believe it was Jill Lublin. So our wonderful publicity coach, advocate, champion, and expert who introduced me to you all.
Oh, isn't that fantastic? I love it. I love that Jill is amazing at showing you how to get publicity and get in the media, and most of it for free. So as a matter of fact, she's coming to speak at Level Up, so you'll get to see her again. Awesome. Well, I want to let the audience know just a little bit about, I'm going to say, the magnitude of the expertise that you bring to us today. So Dr. Rhonda Farrell, and has a lot of initials. I don't even know what they all mean. CMQ, OE, CCMP. What are those initials?
Right. So this is certifications and credentials really about change management and excellence through the lens of an organization, a team, or a leader. And really at the core of this is building 21st century leaders that can create environments and cultures and opportunities for people and organizations and teams to rise above and to really perform at their highest levels.
You're singing my song there. That is amazing. And that's the opportunity we all have inside of our businesses, inside of the companies that we work with, to be part of that positive change that everybody really wants to see happen in the world. So Dr. Rhonda Farrell is a transformation, strategy, innovation, and high performance consultant, coach, and leader with a broad experience ranging from senior level whole of enterprise initiatives to entrepreneur and startup kickstart programs. She uses an organic and collaborative approach to consistently identify strategic gaps, align more strongly to mission, and re-engineer organizations, communications, and processes, along with technological infrastructures to maximize capabilities and drive values. She is the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies, and innovation is what this woman is all about and brings to us in a powerful way. And it's Global Information Strategies, GIS, is a transformation-oriented consulting firm. She's also the founder of the High Performance Transformation, a coaching services arm of GIS, and the founder of Cyber and STEAM Global Innovation Alliance, which is a partnership with 50 organizations providing cybersecurity awareness, education, apprenticeship, and elevation opportunities for girls, youth, women, and veterans. I told you, she's amazing.
Thank you.
So without any further delay, let's go ahead and bring on Dr. Rhonda Farrell to talk about awakening to your purpose, illuminating the path to sustained success and happiness. Just drink that in and take us away, Dr. Rhonda.
Thank you so much, Nancy. So awakening to your purpose is really about the journey that each of us are on in our lives. And as each of you evolve your clarity, your alignment, and your ability to impact your teams, your organizations, your communities, and your families exponentially, you bring along hundreds, thousands, millions of other people aligning to your vision, aligning to your dream, and being part of this conscious, co-creating collaborative that is our world that we're living within. WPN and Nancy and Susan and Trish embody this in the programs that they offer, such as Wow Wednesdays, and they're bringing up thousands and millions of entrepreneurs across the years and across the miles. Awakening to Your Purpose is a program for those whom perhaps are not necessarily feeling like they are impacting to the level they can. They might be thinking there is more to life. They might be feeling that they're not necessarily fulfilling their destiny. And they might want to take their performance and or their service to the community and others to the next level. Awakening to Your Purpose is a program that helps you gain clarity, stronger alignment, and thus heighten your performance and impact in the areas that matter most for you.
So good. And I'm in agreement and alignment with everything that you're sharing. And when it comes to awakening to your purpose, and even sometimes hearing those words, I can feel like I'm living my purpose. And I know for me, there's actually there's something more that I'm meant to be doing or sharing. There's another place. And identifying that and then living it is where I know for me, as well as many of the clients I've worked with, where the challenge comes in. So like you hear this, live your purpose, live your passion. Okay, great. How do you really do that? I got bills to pay. I got family obligations. It can be daunting to try to figure it out, especially when it's kind of like, the big prize. Oh, I'm living my purpose. But how do you live your purpose? How do you identify that and then actually create a path to live it?
I love it. So I think, Nancy, you nailed it, right? Because at its very core is a mindset shift that we have to make as people, as leaders. And we harness in Awakening to Your Purpose a concept of Ikigai. It's a Japanese concept about creating a long, happy, meaningful life. And the model components are really examining passion, profession, vocation, and mission. And so we want to understand, and this workshop helps you understand, what do you absolutely love doing? What are you phenomenal at? So there are things you might be phenomenal at, but you don't love doing them. But we also want to understand where that Venn diagram intersect occurs. What does the world need? So as we look at this changing trends and trajectory out to 2030, out to 2050, where do we see the opportunities being placed globally? And then ultimately, what can you be paid for? Right? So we're going to take all of those elements, drive clarity for you in each of those areas. And then we're going to look at the 1 to 3 things that overlap, that are really in your bullseye, that are going to allow you to find and get aligned more strongly to your reason for being, right? So we find that when you have a happy, meaningful, purpose-filled life, it's really your fire in your belly. It's your reason for being. It is your journey. It's about how you want to serve, and it's about the impact that you want to have, not you having really being necessarily a bulldozer, but you having a ripple effect through the vision and your fire in your belly across hundreds, thousands, and millions around the world.
I love it. There was a lot to unpack in that. That was amazing. And when you talk about, living your purpose, to me, it sounds like taking a look at what is my unique contribution to this unfoldment. If you think about a recipe, salt brings one thing, garlic brings another, thyme brings, where all those pieces to mix in the pot of this beautiful thing called life. I want to rewind because there was a lot to unpack there. So Ikigai, did I say that correctly?
Exactly, yes. Ikigai.
Maybe that'll be my next Japanese tattoo. I don't know.
There we go.
So the definition you gave, can you read that definition again?
Yeah, so when a simple, easy way to think about it is it's a Japanese concept to living a long, happy, meaningful life.
Yeah, a long, happy, meaningful life. So I love that definition, because it is about the journey. It's not about, okay, I found my purpose, I'm done.
Exactly. It unfolds. Thank you, Nancy, because when we think about this, at its core is your reason for being, right? So sometimes our fire in our belly doesn't make itself known, or we can't feel that as strongly in our younger years until we unwind our journey to date and we understand something that we experienced that we want to bring a potential solution or opportunity to our global presence, right? Our global conscious collaborative presence. And Ikigai is a model for helping us uncover that. So sometimes when we look at what we love, it's also about what matters most to us from a values perspective. And it truly is the fire in our belly. So in this workshop, we uncover what were some significant events, and or how do you feel at this stage in your life you want to serve most impactfully to our conscious collaborative.
So good. And you've mentioned this workshop. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So just like, Ikigai is a long, meaningful journey. Awakening to your purpose is a journey and a continuous unfoldment. So today we're having the conversation to kind of spark the flames of this conversation for you in this self-discovery. And then in January, Dr. Rhonda is offering a workshop, and she's got several dates for you to choose from. So I just put the link in the chat for that. And for those on the phone, you can go to tinyurl.com/capital ATYP, all capital 2023, which stands for Awakening to Your Purpose. So tinyurl.com/ATYP 2023, and you'll see the information, and we'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. With the process that you guide people through, and I want to dive into some of the components you shared a little deeper. So you said first look at what you love, next look at what you're really good at but maybe you don't love. Like I am really good at accounting and numbers. I don't love it as much as I love messaging and creating communications and things like that. I'm really good at it, but it's not my favorite, right? So you said so what you love, what you're good at, opportunity, and then are you looking for like an intersection of those?
Exactly. There's one more. So what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, so our trending arc, and then what you can be paid for. What is the value you're bringing to the ecosystem and can be paid monetarily for?
I love that you include the money part, because sometimes people forget that, like I did in this moment.
Thank you. So that overlaps, right? So if we look at those 4 quadrants, then we're going to overlay those with passion, mission, profession, and vocation. And so we talk about a little bit, right? We talk about, are you feeling delight and fullness in your life? That would be the cross section between alignment in passion and mission, but you're not getting monetary flow or wealth from that, right? So we look at concepts about how to drive greater clarity and alignment so that you can have fulfillment in the wealth element. We might be looking at you having excitement. So that's the intersection of mission and vocation. You're on fire, you have excitement, but you have perhaps a sense of uncertainty about understanding what the world needs, what the trends are. Am I in alignment with that? So we have, again, this clarity and alignment exercise to help you get clearer and have a stronger place in your bullseye to move forward from. Another one is you might be very comfortable, right? We might have a comfort zone that enables our life to be very easy. That's at the intersection of a profession and a vocation. So we have our career, we're getting well paid for it, but it may not be, we may not have passion there. We may not be gaining the wealth that we want to be having. And so that really looks again at how can we further clarify and align to get you right into the bullseye. And then last, when we have passion and profession, but we are missing a little bit of alignment with mission and vocation, we have satisfaction, but perhaps our wealth and our perceived impact or contribution is less than we want it to be.
Wow. As you were describing each one of these components, and I'm very visual, so I was kind of seeing these circles and these puzzle pieces all coming together. What occurred to me is I've seen too many entrepreneurs not take the time to go through this process, leaving them feeling confused, overwhelmed, frustrated, procrastinating, all of those pieces. And the process that you just described, which is, proven formulas to bring about the results we desire.
Thank you. Exactly. It's a methodology. You're right. There's a visual component that we'll be sharing so they can understand how all these elements align. And then it's a journey of self-discovery. It's really about having our workshop attendees listen to their gut. It's not about, I need to spend half an hour, 2 hours understanding my journey and clarifying that. It's really about you. What do you love? Your top threes. what is the world needing that's aligned to what you love, and where do you see that? And we should be able to answer a lot of these in 1, 2, 3 minute chunks, because it's really about uncovering and really helping you discover what's already inside you, the answer you already know that you have that's inside you. And so the same for how can we get you well paid for doing the things you love, aligned to where the world trends are going. And then really looking at what are the things you're good at, but necessarily don't love, and how can we make that part of your repertoire, perhaps through a who, not how. And when I say that, is there partners? Are there others that you can harness to utilize and bring that portion of your vision to life, but not necessarily you having to deliver on that directly, so that you're in your sweet spot of your vision and doing absolutely what you love.
I love this. And all right, so we're going to be coming up on this halfway mark in a little bit. We'll open up for some questions, insights, and ahas. I love Dr. Roz just joined us, and she said, I entered right on time. So isn't that always perfect when you show up? And showing up is part of the key to being in this, what I like to call this experiment of life, because every day is an experiment, right? And we just got to put some new pieces of the puzzle together. We haven't talked yet about what brought you to this place. I love your systematized methodology approach to living your purpose. And I don't think people often get that. I think that I have to find my purpose by meditating, and like, look at how I love that you have a system, proven system and methodology to get us there, which will align with what's inside of you, in your spirit, in your heart, that was planted in you. So tell us a little bit about how you came to this beautiful intersection of, I'm going to say, faith as well as methodology.
Thank you. And I think you nailed it, Nancy, right? It's really enabling the spiritual element of you to rise, the emotional element of you to be made known, and for you to be able to articulate and say, I deserve to be all that I'm capable of being. And so what we really want to get our workshop attendees to is to reach that point where they feel they are deserving of living a life they love living and doing what brings them the most joy, but not only from a sense of ego, but from a place of service and impact. Because when you figure out what you love doing and you can package that into services and impact, that's what enables the collective conscious whole to grow, and for value to be created, and for wealth to be generated. So to your point, it's a journey, right? Awakening to your purpose, again, is an exercise to help you understand your journey and how you arrived at where you're at today. And for me, it's been a multi-decade unfolding of learning to listen. I call it listening to the nudges, listening to the still small voice, being open to serendipity instead of us having to control. So me being an engineer, me being a strategist, I have a very high focus on planning. Planning in typical decades was about controlling everything, controlling outcomes, controlling the schedule, controlling the resourcing. But when we look at awakening to your purpose, there is a basis of faith. There is a basis of staying true to what you are becoming and the impact and service that you're offering. And so it really is about starting every day with seeding that as an outcome and an intent. So I have a card that I'll read that's I found to be very, very useful with regard to generating a mentality for helping us make sure we're in alignment with who are we becoming more of every day. And so this is from Gay Hendricks and his wonderful wife in The Big Leap. And it says, I expand in abundance, success, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. Right? If we look at how powerful those words are, right? It is about serving. It is about impact. It is about the journey and the compassing to your North Star every morning, every night, and what you do in between to positively impact the communities, peoples, and organizations around the things that matter to you most.
I'm getting goosebumps as you speak to this, because you're describing what we all want to feel, live, and experience every single day. Right? And read that quote one more time.
Yes. So it is. I expand in abundance, success, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. So if you think of those are the elements we use as our mechanisms to engage with each other. Mm-hmm. Am I serving? Another one that may serve is, did I make everyone I came into contact with today feel heard, seen, and understood? Right? It's about what we're giving, not what we're getting, right? And so when we think, yes, when we, right, things will wealth will flow, opportunity will flow, serendipitous connections will flow when we are true, when we are on point, when we are living in agreement with our true North Star and our purpose. And when we give up trying to control how things have to unfold and just create the master vision for the life we love living, that's when it opens up our aperture for joy, for abundance, for wealth, for health, for love, for opportunity around the globe. So we have to learn how to get out of our own way to allow in all that the universe and our collective conscious has for us.
My friends, aren't you going to love spending time with Dr. Rhonda in this masterclass? And it's so beautiful. I love what you just said, and Rita actually captured it. She said, create the master vision for the life you love living, and then give up control on the specific unfoldment. Yes, you want to, well, how do I love it? I want to speak. I want to travel. I want people's lives to be, lit up. You want the fire in the belly to be flamed, and so that they have fuel to continue going. Where the challenge can happen is what you said earlier about mindset, because when it doesn't unfold as we think it should, right, then we drop out of being connected to the master vision. We're attached to specific, ways things need to look.
And that's it. Nancy, you nailed it, right? It's at that moment that is the most critical juncture of your life. Because when you don't get the thing that you think you want the most, it's only because something 1,000 times better is going to arrive for you. So in that moment, instead of going to a place of disappointment, instead of going to a place of discouragement, instead of feeling disillusioned, I would say that is the critical juncture in your life for you to say, I am so blessed because I aimed too low. I did not necessarily understand what was possible for the universe and my collective conscious to be able to bring to me. And bless you for realizing that I didn't have the awareness at this point. And thank you for the gifts that you will bring me a little bit later on in my journey when we have created the collaborative synergies that will be momentous within my next life. I know sometimes it's hard when we attach a specific way or to a specific outcome. But if I could help us make a mindset shift today, it's in that glorious moment when we have the opportunity to say, thank you, thank you, thank you for what has yet to unfold. And I will be so grateful for the people that I will meet and work with and serve and have impact with on this next stage of the journey.
Beautiful, beautiful. So let's get everyone here registered for this workshop, because this is what it's all about. Each and every one of you here is an entrepreneur at some level. You would not be on this call today if you didn't have that stirring, that living your purpose. Like, you just don't have a job. You have a purpose to fulfill. And whether you're already have a coach, whether you're coming to level up, this workshop and working with Rhonda, this beautiful synergy of faith with proven systems and her methodology will propel you forward fast and with feeling that has you live that meaningful life that Ikigai is all about. So very excited for everyone here. So I put the link in the chat once again. I will announce it for everyone who's here with us on the phone, which is tinyurl.com/ATYP, all capitals, 2023, ATYP 2023. And Rhonda, do me a favor. I'm going to open up for questions and comments from the audience. So we'd love to hear from you. And this is your opportunity to get a little bit of one-on-one time. Ask your questions. If you've been stuck, you've been challenged, you're like, I thought I was living my purpose, or I am living my purpose already. What could possibly be next for me? Let me get you in queue to ask questions. And what I'd like you to do, Rhonda, while I'm doing that, is when you go to the registration page, there are several different dates there, but I didn't see how I pick my particular date. So talk about the different dates you have available for this upcoming workshop.
Thank you so much. So first thing, Nancy, I would like to offer that for everyone from our wonderful WPN network that registers today, you will also be bonused a special one-on-one Awakening to Your Purpose session with me, so that we can specifically work on your vision, your master conducting of your journey for the next 5 years. Also, for those wanting to attend the masterclass, we are offering sessions on Saturdays and during the weekdays. As you go through the checkout process, you will be given a link to select the workshop of your choice. And then I will be following up to schedule your one-on-one bonus sessions as we move forward. I know the master classes do not start until January 2023, and we want to get you kickstarted and bootstrapped for success now. So one-on-ones can occur during the December time period to best serve to prime and pump you for greater success in 2023 and into January too, if you'd like to take a holiday.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love, I'm seeing in the chat that people, Rita and a couple of others, had already signed up to the masterclass, and they're like, I thought that was the bonus, getting it for 27. Now I also get a one-on-one with you. Like, woo! This 20, it's only $27, by the way, for the class with the bonus session with Dr. Rhonda. And I would say, if there's one gift you want to give to your future self, it's this class. Like, buy your future self this present to make everything that you do going forward easier, better, more enjoyable, more fulfilling. So go to that link, tinyurl.com/ATYP 2023. And let me go ahead, Dr. Rhonda, we got lots of people in queue to share today. I'm going to start with Laura Barker.
Good morning, Dr. Farrell. Oh my gosh, I have loved everything that you have said. And so one of my questions, though, is about life purpose. I feel like I have multiple purposes. Do you feel like you really narrow it down to just one overarching purpose, or do you kind of explore, I don't know, multiple purposes, if that makes any sense?
It does complete. Laura, thank you so much for that question, because I think you've nailed it, right? And really, a journey is not a singular thing for some people, right? There are masterful strategists that have a portfolio of offerings. Laura, you have many different facets to you, like a diamond, and there is no reason why you cannot work on each of the things that matter most to you. Yes, we would work to prioritize them, but understanding the meaningful impact and the role you want to play. And then we look at that who, not how structure. If you can envision it, it means you have the opportunity to bring that to life because you've designed it in your mind. You've seen the vision. You've seen that it's possible. Now it's how do we operationalize something like that? And so oftentimes we look at the core competency or the core reason you want to take something on, and then we put that into a portfolio where we prioritize the approach to actualizing on those. And some may be you give them off to someone else to run once you've gotten them to a state where they're able to be maintainable, or you decide, I want to be the master visionary and strategist, and I want to incubate organizations and companies, and we figure out the right roadmap and journey for you that best meets your needs.
I love that. I can't wait for all of it. I'm registered, needless to say. I think I was probably one of the first ones to jump in. And so thank you so much. And thank you for the bonus of the one-on-one with you. Oh my goodness. Just thank you.
Bless you. So, awakening to your purpose even further. Laura, you are a phenomenal entrepreneur with multiple initiatives, organizations focused in many different places. And I think it just speaks to the caliber of you, of the fine faceted diamond you are. So I am so looking forward to working with you as you elevate on your journey.
Beautiful. So good.
Hello, this is Inga.
Hi, Inga. Give me 1 second. I'll stay right there. I just wanted to comment this.
Yeah, I know.
Your purpose, you're like a diamond, and your purpose is multifaceted. Like that needs to go on a quote. Dr. Farrell, that was amazing. So good. And here's another beautiful diamond coming right now. So Dr. Inga, good morning.
Good morning. I take the advantage to the shower when I'm listening to this. So I didn't have a paper and pen in my shower, and it's fabulous. It's really, really. I think it is also. I'm kind of changing. I'm quitting, moving out of my office. I'm in a new part of my life. Maybe the end, but I want to make the transition good. So this sounds very, very interesting. The URL, I cannot hear you say ATY, but is it a T or a P?
P like purpose.
Okay.
So it stands for, the letters stand for awaken to your purpose. So ATYP 2023. And I believe the letters ATYP need to be all capitals.
Okay. Yes, they are. You said that in the beginning.
Okay.
I'd say to Dr. Inga, congratulations, right? You're already, we would say, pruning those things that are perhaps no longer serving you or where you want to serve at a higher level. And that's one of the things we talk about in Awakening to Your Purpose. With growth, the new leaves on the tree come the falling of old leaves. And so for us to be able to successfully let go of what's no longer serving or how we no longer serve, to be able to rise and elevate to our next stage of being, because we know
when I heard you say that, I was in the shower and it was just as if something clicked, and I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the right thing I'm doing. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Inga.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I interrupted.
All right. Love you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, and again, the website to register for the master classes in January, and you'll get one master class. You can choose from several dates, and that'll come in after you register for the class, as well as the bonus one-on-one with Dr. Rhonda Farrell, all for $27. Go to tinyurl.com/ATPY2023. Let's go ahead to our next caller, area code 954781. Your line is open. All right. Let's go to Adele Alexander, who has a question.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you. Oh,
yeah, you're good. Go ahead. Continue.
thank you both for contributing to the empowerment of people in your commitment over many years. I have a couple questions. We are doing some events at universities and Four Seasons, and I wondered if either of you would be interested in being a speaker at those events.
Is this JT
in
Bruce?
South Florida.
Is this
Yeah.
JT? Hello, JT.
Yes. Hi.
I would be delighted. Just email me the information. I cannot speak for Dr. Rhonda, who is in Baltimore, Maryland. But if you want to reach out to her, why don't you share your email address? Rhonda, will you share your email?
Oh yeah, mine is JT Bruce, BRUCE, the number 1, the letter A, @gmail.com.
All right, JT Bruce 1A at gmail.com, and you can reach me, Nancy, at womensprosperityNetwork.com. And Dr. Rhonda, you want to give your email address as well?
Yes, I'm at CEO@GBLINNOV.com, putting it in the chat today.
Put it in the chat, and I know JT, you are on the phone, so I will repeat that again in a moment. And thank you for being with us today on all you're doing to equip and empower people to awaken and live their purpose. Glad to have you with us today.
And thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Awesome. And Dr. Rhonda's email is CEONGBLINNOVSTRATLLC.com. So there's a lot to that, and we might have a conversation about getting a short one.
Yes. Thank you.
But it works. It's Global Innovation Strategies, LLC is what all that stands for, which is beautiful.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, JT. Good to have you with us today. Let's next go to Adele Alexander.
Hello, Nancy and Rhonda. What a excellent, wow, kind of really woke me up today. So here's my question. The thing that you said, Rhonda, about being open to serendipity really struck a nerve for me, because I'm one of those people that do better with serendipity than with planning. So I wondered what, because you mentioned that you're a planner and that people should be open to serendipity. Well, I'm so open to serendipity, and I'm falling down in the planning department. Can you help me with that, please?
Great question.
I love it, Adele, because really it's a marriage, right? It's a marriage. So Adele, awakening to your purpose gives you the opportunity to understand and create your master vision for your life, right? That intersection, what's right in the bullseye of a clarity and alignment for you. And that offers you the opportunity to create a vision for all the different aspects of your life, in abundance, in health, in your profession, in the ways you want to serve, in the people and communities that you want to be surrounded by and within. And so when we look at allowing in serendipity, we do it through the lens of that master vision. And we open ourselves either to the universe or through your faith, whatever that looks like to you, for an opportunity to bring into your life the people that will matter most so that you can serve and impact at the next level for you.
Okay, yeah, that is an interesting thing. And one of the things I'm finding is sometimes you have to have a little patience, because I'm going to mention to Nancy that I've been to Level Up several times. And I had, and in those wonderful in-person Level Ups, which I still have such great memories of, there was all this, next year at this time, we're going to be doing this. And that for me, of course, the pandemic, being an entertainer, that just, I was out of work for 2.5 years with that. But I pivoted and did something else. I wound up doing a lot of sewing. My point is this, that sometimes you have to have a little patience for these things to happen, because those things that I envisioned at Level Up all those years ago, about 3 years ago now, actually have come to be. So just saying thank you. Thank you to both of you for a wonderful morning.
You are most welcome. And I'm so glad you're here. And I hope you'll join us for Level Up on Friday and Saturday. If you didn't get your ticket, you still can. Just reach out to Susan if you want. And to your point about patience, I think it ties also with what Dr. Rhonda said a little while ago about when it doesn't show up the way we think it's supposed to, remembering, I think your words were something, that there's something even better or greater happening for you, but we just can't see it yet.
Exactly. And so I think, Adele, it really offers you that opportunity. What is that next 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 looks like, right? Or we can approach it at, if you had your ideal life, what would be the aspects and the elements of that? What do you want to be experiencing? What do you want to be feeling? How do you want to be serving and impacting the world? And sometimes when we look at it from that way, that allows us to really uncover what matters most to us as women, as leaders, as entrepreneurs.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we need to do. So
awesome. Yay. Glad that the serendipity showed up so that you could be with us today.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, great.
Thank you, Adele.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's next go to Rita Thomas, who's been great at taking notes in the chat. Thank you for that. Rita, are you there? Oh, there we go. You should be able to talk now.
Okay, great. Thanks. So, hey, oh my goodness, Dr. Rhonda Farrell, I've seen you many, many times in WPN events, and I have never received all this amazing energy that you're putting out today. And I just have to say that I'm so glad that I was here. I cannot wait for my bonus call. And here's my question. If I'm aligned with my purpose and I've paid attention to my Ikigai, is that something that I think should help with shiny object syndrome? Because then I think someone who is walking in their purpose would not be so distracted. Is that a good
that was a great question.
I love your question, Rita Thomas, and thank you for all the kind words. And I can't wait to work with you on your awakening to your purpose journey. I think Rita, because we are a work in progress, our journey is in progress every day. And because the way that a day unfolds with the people that comes into our lives, the events that unfolds, the opportunities that are offered to us, I think it helps when we ground. I think one of the elements that we talk about in the workshop is how do you stay attuned, right? How do we keep our Ikigai findings as our North Star? And oftentimes we find if we ground morning and evening, I know Nancy and Susan and Trish talk in their programs about the power of gratitude, the power of speaking that vision into life, that power of telling your dream to the WPN community and others to share how you want to serve and how you want to impact. And we look at that as a mechanisms to keep you to your true north daily. Life will throw curveballs, i.e. in that we can't necessarily see the trajectory on every day. And again, that's when we have to enter into a place of faith and say, thank you for the opportunity to accelerate more, to achieve more, to serve more, to impact more, even though that I can't see necessarily that next unfolding with clarity at this moment. Know that it's occurring in the background. And if we can stay attuned to our master vision and grounded in that gratitude and that asking for the serendipitous creation of opportunity to serve in alignment with our dreams, that's what I think keeps us on course on a daily basis.
Wow, Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Rita, fantastic. Thank you. And I'm wowed, right? Nancy doesn't get speechless too often, but it's happening today. Beautiful. All right, let's go to Dr. Roz next.
Woo, can I scream in y'all's ears? You better put some earplugs in. Dr. Rhonda, you are so loved, appreciated, celebrated, valued, and most cherished. Some of my peers know that I've been having a fall going into winter kind of year. Yes. And I just want to say that all I can think is, the power of ours. Roz will be able to get a one-on-one with Rhonda. And then I go into the re-isms of life for restoration of favor, a return of owning self, a rethink and a redo of what is at hand. And one of the things that has been very challenging and hard for me is I kept trying to find another word for grief. And I just asked God to give me an acronym. It has not come to me yet, but owning the realities of life and being real in that season. And I've been knowing for a long time, but haven't been obedient to really work that area to be able to serve and support people when they go through that season. So I just feel like that I have got an empowerment and elevation and look forward to the masterclass and what the downloads will be, that for an unfavorable conversation that will be rejuvenating for people and give them hope. So just say thank you.
Dr. Roz, thank you. So I'll say one thing. I want to say thank you for all of your phenomenal compliments and for your upholding. 2, you are worth it. It sounds like you are struggling right now, going through a winter period in your life where you need community, when you need cohesion, when you need collaboration, when you need upholding, and know that you are not going through this for no reason at all, but to allow you to serve and impact at a higher level, right? We never go through something unless we're meant to then help others through those challenges. So I know that grief is hard, pain is hard, working through our feelings, being able to appreciate all that occurred before with some uncertainty about what's going to happen in the future. But you are worth it, and how you're going to be able to help others' lives be better once you're able to envision what that offering to them is. I ask you to just please hold that constant in your mind, that you will be able to create an opportunity for others to learn from what you're going through now, and that it will be worth it.
Well, thank you so much. I always love what I call the verbiage power vault, because you have, I can tell for what you've been through in your life, you have intentionally worked on the power of words. And when I'm reminded from the last portion that you said, the restoration of favor, Psalms 85:6, it says, you will not revive us again, so that your people may rejoice in you. So thank you. And if you can see my stuff, I just wrote, I'm enough. I am worth it. I can do this. So thank you. And I look forward to it. Thank you, Nancy. I love y'all, and I yield the mic, but no, I always have a voice. Y'all have a great, great, God, amazing Wednesday. Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you.
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Oz. I am so grateful that you were positioned to be with us this morning. No coincidences. There's that serendipity again. We are coming up towards the top of the final finale of our call. I don't think anybody wants it to end. So the best way to make that happen for all of you is to register for the masterclass being held in January. Get that bonus one-on-one with Dr. Farrell, and just simply go to tinyurl.com/ATYP 2023, which stands for Awakening to Your Purpose 2023. Beautiful, beautiful place. So make sure you go there. We've got 1 minute to spare. Let me hear from Olivia Jones before we wrap up today.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. I feel like today has been an awakening to my purpose. Thank you so much for sharing. It's like that next step in what my vision, what I see myself accomplishing, what it is, what success is to me. And I am just super excited. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. There has been it's gone a little bit deeper. The conversation has given me an opportunity to really think and determine, like, okay, yes, I've been on my journey. I'm on my right path as I continue to gain clarity and alignment as to what it is for me personally that I want to do and become. So thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Dr. Farrell. Excellent job, ladies. Excellent. Mwah. I love you guys.
We love you. We love you. So good. So happy for every single soul that was here today with us live, for everyone that'll listen to the replay. This is your time. Claim it. You deserve it. You own it. Whatever season you might be going through or have recently come through, trust that it's for your greater good as well as the greater good of the collective when you shift your mindset to see it like that. Beautiful. Dr. Rhonda Farrell, you are loved, to quote Dr. Roz, you are loved, appreciated, celebrated, and cherished. Thank you for being with us today. Any final thought or comment for our listeners?
You are worth it. Your journey will be impactful for millions around the globe. I ask that you have the courage to put your foot forward, to raise your hand, to take that step in clarity and alignment with your dreams, to see how WPN can support you and to create that master vision for your life. Nancy, Trish, Susan, thank you for the opportunity to serve the WPN community today. And I can't wait to hear what all of your master visions are for 2023 and beyond.
All right, beautiful. Get out there, my friends. Live a awaken to your purpose and live a joyful, meaningful life. We'll see you soon, and get your ticket to Level Up because you want to be there and it's your time, just as Dr. Rhonda said. So if you haven't gotten your ticket already, be sure to go ahead and grab it, and we'll see you at Level Up and then again next week. Bye, everybody. Bye, Dr. Rhonda.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Love you.
Thank you.